The clock is ticking right now. Listen closely. Your life is being stolen, not by criminals in the dark, but by minutes you'll never notice disappearing. Every single day, 1,440 opportunities pass through your hands. Most people drop 1,200 of them without blinking. You felt it. That sinking weight in your chest when your head hits the pillow and you think, where did today go? That quiet anger when you realize you're the same person you were last year. That frustration when your dreams stay dreams while others turn theirs into reality. This isn't about working harder. It's about waking up. Because while you're scrolling, hesitating, and planning to start tomorrow, someone else is building the life you want. The genius isn't born with extra hours. They just refuse to let a single one go to waste. Right now, in this moment, your transformation begins. Not tomorrow, not Monday. Now, Chapter 1. Seize control before time devours you. There's a war happening inside your day, and most people don't even know they're losing. Every morning, you open your eyes to a battlefield. On one side, your potential, your goals, the person you could become. On the other, distraction, comfort, the undertow of an easy life. Only one side wins. And here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. The battle is decided in the first 60 seconds. You either grab time by the throat, or it drags you wherever it wants. Think about yesterday. Did you lead it? Or did the alarm clock lead you? The notifications lead you? The demands of others lead you? Most people are passengers in their own lives, wondering why they never arrive anywhere meaningful. Time doesn't care about your potential. It doesn't pause while you figure things out. It marches forward, indifferent and relentless, carrying winners and losers at the exact same speed. The only difference? Winners decide where they're going. Ownership begins the instant you wake up. That first hour is sacred ground. It's your declaration of war against mediocrity. You can stumble into it half asleep, scrolling through other people's highlight reels, or you can rise like someone with a mission. That choice echoes through every hour that follows. Notice how powerful people talk about their mornings. They're not bragging. They're revealing the secret. Control the beginning. Control the day. Your potential isn't sleeping. It's screaming at you every time you waste an hour. That uncomfortable feeling when you do nothing important, that's not anxiety. That's your future self begging you to act differently. That tension between who you are and who you're capable of being, it only disappears when you close the gap with action. Meaning isn't found in busy work. Meaning is forged when you invest hours into what actually matters. Rest can be meaningful. Learning can be meaningful. Building relationships can be meaningful. Wasting time watching strangers live their lives, that's theft. Ask yourself, did this hour give me something, or did it take from me? Every hour must return confidence, knowledge, strength, progress, or peace. If it returns nothing, you're trading your life for nothing. People say they don't have time. Then they spend 3 hours staring at screens. They have time to worry, time to overthink, time to complain. Time isn't missing. Ownership is. Treat hours like you treat money. Would you throw cash into the garbage? Then why throw hours into distractions that give you nothing back? Invest them. Watch them multiply into the life you actually want. When you own your hours, you walk differently. Your voice carries weight. People notice the difference. You're not waiting for permission anymore. You're not hoping for motivation. You're the one steering your ship through the storm. Small shifts create massive results. You don't transform overnight. You transform 1 hour at a time, then another, then another. Soon, it's undeniable. You believe in yourself because you see the proof every single day. People will try to steal your time. They'll call it the worst moments. They'll need favors. They'll demand attention. When you truly own your time, you learn the most powerful word in the English language, no. Not to be mean, to protect what matters. Be brutally honest with yourself. When you wasted time, admit it. When you delayed action, admit it. When you fell off track, admit it. Truth gives you power because it lets you course correct instantly. You see what really happened, not the story you tell yourself. Think about the fire you feel when you finish something important, the pride when you keep a promise to yourself, the electricity in your voice when you talk about your goals after making real progress. Those aren't accidents. They're rewards for ownership. Genius doesn't wait for motivation. Genius creates motion. Motivation shows up after you start moving. You take one step, then excitement follows. Waiting for motivation, that's how you stay stuck forever. Leading with discipline, that's how you dominate. Your 24 hours are your canvas. You can paint something beautiful or leave it blank. Every hour is a brushstroke. The masterpiece isn't created in a day. It's created 1 hour at a time, with intention, with purpose, with the understanding that this moment will never come again. Feel your heartbeat right now. You're alive. The clock is ticking. You have this moment in your hands. What you do with it reveals what you believe you deserve. Own your morning. Own your decisions. Own your mistakes. Own your power. When you own your hours, you own your destiny. And once you own your destiny, there is no ceiling to what you can become. Chapter 2. Invest in actions that actually matter. Want to know the difference between a meaningful life and an empty one? Look at what fills the hours. Most people wake up without a filter. They say yes to everything, no to nothing, and wonder why their days feel hollow. They're busy but not fulfilled, tired but not accomplished, moving but not progressing. Here's the filter that changes everything. Will this action make me proud when I look back tonight? That's it. One question that separates what matters from what doesn't. Actions that build you versus actions that drain you. Growth versus distraction. Future versus comfort. Some actions feel good in the moment. Scrolling feels easy. TV feels relaxing. Procrastination feels safe. But meaningful actions, they hit different. They build confidence. They sharpen skills. They shape who you're becoming. When you choose them, you feel something deeper than pleasure. You feel power. There are two types of people. Those who live by reaction, waiting for the day to happen to them, bouncing from distraction to distraction, reaching the end exhausted with nothing to show. And those who live by intention, thinking before acting, saying yes only when it serves their goals, avoiding time thieves, ending each day knowing they built something. To prioritize what matters, you must first know what matters. Sit in silence. Ask yourself what gives you purpose. What makes you feel alive? What do you want for your future? Better health, deeper relationships, new skills, financial stability, inner peace. These aren't fantasies. They're signals from your potential, showing you the path. Now be honest about your typical day. How much time serves those goals? How much time betrays them? This is where change starts, in the mirror of truth. Growth doesn't come from denial. It comes from seeing clearly and choosing differently. The hardest actions often deliver the greatest returns. Reading instead of scrolling, exercising instead of delaying, practicing a skill instead of watching TV, choosing discipline over impulse. These choices aren't comfortable, but they give you something permanent. They turn your day into progress, not regression. People avoid meaningful actions because they fear discomfort. But here's what they don't understand. Discomfort fades, growth stays. You can feel pain today and power tomorrow, or avoid pain today and stay weak forever. Your choice. Every single hour. A meaningful life isn't built by dodging challenges. It's built by running toward them. Not when you feel ready. Now, while others wait for perfect conditions, you're already 10 steps ahead. Protect your time from low-value demands. Not every request deserves your attention. Not every invitation supports your mission. You must become selective. Not rude, not cold, just protective. When you guard your time, you guard your future. You're declaring, my goals matter. My growth matters. My future matters. Break big goals into small steps. Sometimes a goal feels overwhelming. That makes you freeze. But when you take one tiny action, momentum appears. Write one page. Move for 10 minutes. Practice one skill. Small steps lead to massive change. Every step proves you're serious. When you choose meaningful actions, the day feels different. You're not just killing time, you're building something. You speak with hope. You think with clarity. You feel control. The future looks like possibility, not fear. Some people won't understand. They'll question your choices. They'll want the old you back. But remember, most people stay stuck because they follow the crowd. If you want a meaningful life, you must walk a different path. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing better. Progress might feel slow, but slow progress is still progress. Every day you choose meaning, you get stronger. The results might not show immediately, but inside you, something powerful is growing. You're becoming someone who doesn't quit, someone who doesn't settle, someone who takes control with purpose. Meaning isn't found. It's created through conscious choices repeated daily. You feel it when your actions align with your dreams. A deeper happiness, a deeper peace, self-respect that changes everything. Your life becomes a message. I'm here to make my hours count. I'm here to grow. I'm here to build a future worth remembering. People notice the fire in your eyes. They see you're serious. You inspire others without trying. That's what happens when your actions match your purpose. Tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what action today will move my life forward? Choose it. Do it. Feel the pride. Then choose again in the next hour. Soon your entire day is filled with meaningful choices. You're not here to waste time. You're not here to live on autopilot. You're here to rise. You're here to give your life the meaning it deserves. Start today, because when your actions match your purpose, every day feels like progress. And a life built on progress is a life that feels truly worth living. Chapter 3. Finish what you start. No excuses. Here's something nobody talks about. Every time you quit halfway, you train yourself to fail. Not loud, dramatic failure. Quiet failure. The kind that whispers in your mind every time you start something new. You won't finish this either. That voice grows stronger with every abandoned project, every broken promise to yourself, every half-completed goal. Completion is currency. The world doesn't pay you for starting. It pays you for finishing. And more importantly, you don't respect yourself for starting. You respect yourself for seeing it through. Think about the unfinished tasks haunting you right now. The projects collecting dust. The plans that never became reality. The ideas that died in the planning phase. Each one chips away at your confidence. Each one whispers, you don't follow through. But there's another voice, the one that appears when you finish something difficult. It roars. You kept your word. You're capable. You can trust yourself. When that voice becomes your dominant voice, you become unstoppable. Finishing is a muscle. Like any muscle, you build it with reps. The decision to continue when you want to stop. The decision to stay focused when distractions attack. The decision to show up when motivation disappears. These decisions reshape your brain. They turn you from someone who talks into someone who does. Finishing one task before starting another keeps your mind clean. Scattered attention creates scattered results. When your focus jumps between 10 unfinished projects, stress multiplies. You lie down at night thinking about everything you didn't complete. The weight crushes you. But imagine this, ending each day knowing your most important task is done. You feel light, proud. You sleep deeply because you made real progress. That feeling fuels tomorrow. You wake up stronger because yesterday proved you can follow through. Most people jump between tasks because distraction feels easier than focus. But distraction steals something precious, the joy of completion, the pride of seeing results, the respect that comes from finishing what you started. When you commit to finishing, you're declaring, my time is too valuable to waste on half-done work. You take the first task and drive it to completion. No switching, no side quests. All attention, one finish line at a time. Finishing creates momentum. Completion releases dopamine. Your brain learns. Effort equals reward. That feeling makes you crave the next task. Soon, Finishing becomes your identity. You become someone who delivers. People notice. Opportunities appear. Reliability is rare. It gets rewarded. There will be moments when you feel like quitting. The work gets harder than expected. Doubt whispers that you should stop. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Difficulty is the sign you're growing. Challenge is the doorway to mastery. When you push through, you forge steel in your spine. That strength stays with you forever. Finishing doesn't mean rushing. It means commitment. It means quality. It means delivering your best, not your fastest. When you take pride in your work takes pride in you. Start with one important task each day. Pick something that actually moves your life forward. Something measurable. Begin with that task and refuse to leave it until it's done. If you get bored, keep going. If you get tired, pause briefly, then continue. Don't touch another task until the first one is finished. Celebrate every completion, not with big rewards, but with acknowledgement. Feel the satisfaction of keeping your promise. Feel the power of your follow-through. That feeling is fuel. It reminds you that you control your destiny. Finishing builds trust with yourself and others. When you commit, you deliver. People learn they can rely on you. They see you as consistent, not flaky. That reputation becomes your identity. It changes relationships, opportunities, and your entire future. Completion also frees mental energy. Unfinished tasks haunt you even when you're not working on them. They steal focus from the present moment. Finishing closes the loop. It allows you to be fully present in what comes next, with no weight from the past dragging behind you. Some tasks take weeks or months. Finishing doesn't mean doing it all at once. It means showing up every day and making progress. Step by step, brick by brick, you move closer. And when you reach the end, that day feels incredible because you know the discipline it required. The ability to finish separates you from dreamers. It separates you from people who only talk about plans. It makes you feel powerful because you bring ideas into reality. Each completion adds a new layer of strength to your identity. Success doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives as finished tasks stacking on top of each other. A finished workout, a finished assignment, a finished project, a finished improvement. Each one proves you're becoming someone who turns goals into results. Right now, there's something you started and abandoned. Maybe you paused it. Maybe you forgot it. Maybe you fear the effort. Look at that thing again. Bring it back to life. Finish it. Show yourself you're not someone who gives up halfway. Feel the fire that comes from completion. Let that fire guide you into the next project, the next achievement, the next victory. A strong life is built on finished work. Years from now, you won't remember everything you started. You'll remember what you completed. Take the task in front of you. Give it everything. Finish what you start before anything else, because that's how you build a future that makes you proud to be alive. Chapter 4. Attack your morning with your most important work. The morning is war, not a time for comfort, not a moment for easing into the day. The morning is where your entire day gets decided. Before the phone rings, before the emails flood in, before the world gets loud and chaotic. You wake up with a full tank of mental energy. Peak focus, crystal clarity. That window is sacred. What you do with it determines whether you're building your future or just surviving the day. When you start your morning with your most important work, you seize control immediately. You tell your goals they matter more than comfort. You choose growth over distraction. You decide that progress comes first. Most people wake up and immediately surrender. They grab their phone before their thoughts. They check what everyone else is doing before checking what they need to do. They give away their attention before they even give themselves a chance. Once your mind fills with outside noise, reclaiming focus becomes a battle. But when you begin with your most important work, everything changes. You invest your best hours into your best goals. You feel productive while others are still scrolling. You gain momentum that carries through the entire day. Early progress creates psychological advantage. Complete something valuable in the morning, and you feel ahead. That feeling influences every decision afterward. You walk with confidence. You think with clarity. You act with purpose. All because you started strong. Your most important work isn't always the easiest. It might challenge you. It might stretch your limits. That's exactly why it needs to be first. Your energy and focus are at their peak. You can give the task the attention it deserves. When you delay meaningful tasks, they become heavier in your mind. Stress builds. Guilt grows. You overthink. By evening, you're drained with nothing to show. But when you place your most important work first, you remove that weight instantly. You free your mind to enjoy the rest of the day, knowing progress is already locked in. Every morning, you choose, strengthen your future or waste your potential. Think of the first hour as your most valuable currency. Spend it wisely, and the returns are massive. You build skills. You advance goals. You grow self-respect. The morning becomes proof you're serious about your life. Some people say, "I'm not a morning person." This isn't about waking up at 5 a.m. It's about using the morning you already have for something that matters. Even 30 minutes of focused work can transform your day. Discipline matters, not the hour on the clock. Imagine starting your day like this. Phone stays off. You write down one critical task. You work on it while your mind is fresh. No interruptions. No excuses. When you finish, pride floods through you. You kept a promise to yourself. You acted like someone who values their goals. That action becomes the story of your day. Growth, effort, direction, not distraction. Starting your morning with important work builds consistency. Consistency turns ordinary people into high achievers. You trust your discipline because you see yourself showing up daily. You stop waiting for motivation because you learn that action creates motivation, not the other way around. Your mind becomes sharper. Decisions become clearer. You stop wasting energy thinking about when to start because you already have a system. Most important work first. Morning work teaches you patience too. It teaches you to sit with discomfort and keep going, to focus on one thing instead of jumping around. These skills ripple through your entire life. You stay organized. You respond to challenges calmly. You become someone who finishes what they plan. The days you feel tired matter most. When you push yourself on those mornings, you grow stronger than you ever did on easy days. You prove you're driven by purpose, not mood. Every time you start with your most important work, you reinforce that purpose. You strengthen your identity as someone who takes charge instead of letting life control them. Think about what matters to you right now. There's a goal waiting, a skill needing practice, a dream depending on your effort. That's the work that belongs in your morning. Put first, not after chores, not after entertainment. First, because the work that shapes your future deserves the best version of you. And the best version of you shows up when the day is young. Your morning is a fresh beginning every single day. A chance to forget yesterday's mistakes and advance toward tomorrow's success. Don't surrender that chance to distraction. Claim that first hour as your power hour. When you build the habit of doing your most important work first, you create a life driven by intention. Time stops slipping away. You feel in control because you're making conscious choices that reflect your goals. Results appear in your health, skills, career, confidence. You feel more alive because you're using time wisely. Each morning becomes proof you're becoming the person you want to be. The morning isn't just another part of the day. It's the part that decides who you're becoming. Honor that time with meaningful work. Change your future one day at a time. The world belongs to those who show up before their excuses. Take that first hour. Turn it into progress. Build the strength to begin even when you don't feel ready. Because when you start your morning by doing your most important work, you send a clear signal to your life. Success is no longer a wish. It's a daily choice. Chapter 5. Guard your energy like your life depends on it. Here's what nobody teaches you. Time management is useless if you don't have energy. You can plan the perfect day, schedule every hour, set ambitious goals. But if your energy crashes at 10 a.m., none of it matters. You'll sit there, staring at your tasks, unable to move forward, exhausted, frustrated, defeated. Productivity isn't about managing hours. It's about managing the fuel that powers those hours. Your energy comes from three sources: body, mind, and emotions. Ignore even one, and everything falls apart. When you're physically drained, focus disappears. When you're mentally overwhelmed, direction vanishes. When you're emotionally depleted, drive dies. The smartest move you can make: notice how you feel and take action before you hit empty. Start with your body. Energy begins here. When you move, your mind wakes up. When you eat clean food, you think clearly. When you hydrate, your brain functions better. When you sleep properly, performance skyrockets. These aren't luxuries. They're necessities. Many people say they don't have time for health. But without physical energy, time becomes worthless. You sit for hours with minimal progress. Just 10 minutes of movement can reactivate focus and shift your mood entirely. Your body isn't a machine that runs endlessly without rest. Treat your health like a priority, and you'll get more productive hours, not fewer. Your mind needs protection too. How you think either builds energy or destroys it. A mind overloaded with stress loses power fast. Constant distractions fragment your attention and leave you exhausted with nothing accomplished. To protect mental energy, start your day with clarity. Know what matters most. Remove unnecessary decisions. Keep tasks simple and organized. Every time you switch between tasks, your brain burns more energy. Focus on one thing until it's done. This keeps your mind sharp and reduces wasted effort. Spend quiet time each day. Breathe. Let thoughts settle. This helps your mind recover and keeps stress under control. Your emotions determine how much energy you have access to. Negative thoughts, fear, worry, frustration, they drain energy faster than physical work ever will. When your mood crashes, hours slow down and tasks feel impossible. Protect emotional energy by surrounding yourself with positive influences. Speak kindly to yourself. Avoid unnecessary drama. Take control of what affects how you feel. You can't let every situation or person have access to your inner peace. Choose what supports you, because peace boosts focus while conflict kills productivity. When all three energy sources are protected, you become unstoppable. You don't burn out. You don't feel lost halfway through the day. You move forward with strength and direction. But this doesn't happen automatically. You must pay attention to your needs. If energy drops, don't ignore it. Take a break. Drink water. Step outside. Breathe. Rest your eyes. These small actions recover energy faster than pushing to exhaustion. Working nonstop doesn't make you productive. Being energized does. Not every task deserves your highest energy. Some are simple and don't require deep thinking. Save those for when you're tired. Your most important work should happen when your energy peaks. This is how high performers get ahead. They match tasks to energy levels. When a mind is fresh, do creative and challenging work. When energy lowers, handle easier tasks. This keeps productivity steady throughout the day instead of letting exhaustion kill progress. Pay attention to what drains you. Endless phone scrolling, toxic conversations, processed food, late nights, sitting too long. These habits steal strength without giving anything back. Remove or limit them, especially in the morning. Morning energy is precious. One poor choice early can lower your power for hours. Respect that first burst of daily strength. Also notice what restores you. Certain activities refill your tank and clear your mind. Inspiring content, small wins, getting organized, sunlight, gratitude. These can heal your energy quickly. Your relationships matter too. The people in your space influence your energy. Some bring support and confidence. Others bring doubt and negativity. Protect yourself from those who constantly drain energy without giving anything positive back. You deserve a circle that inspires growth. When you spend time with encouraging people, energy rises. When you spend time with complainers and critics, energy falls. Choose wisely. Notice what excites you. Passion creates powerful energy. When you work on something that matters deeply, you don't feel trapped by time. You feel driven by purpose. The more meaningful work you include in your day, the more natural energy you feel. Life gets heavy when you spend too many hours on things you dislike. Make room daily for something that inspires you. Balance matters. Too much pressure lowers energy. Too much comfort lowers it too. Growth happens between these spaces. Challenge yourself without destroying yourself. Work hard, but not endlessly. Push yourself, but also recharge. When you balance effort with recovery, you become unstoppable. Energy levels stay consistent instead of crashing. Your goal isn't to be busy. Your goal is to be effective. Hours filled with tired effort produce little. Hours filled with strong energy produce excellence. Schedule breaks before exhaustion hits. Sleep enough. Move your body. Clear mental clutter. Protect your peace. These aren't weaknesses. They're strategies for dominating your day. From now on, pay attention to how you feel while working. Notice the signals your body and mind send. If you're drained, change your approach instead of pushing harder. Make well-being part of your success plan. Treat energy like your most valuable tool. Because when your energy rises, your capabilities rise with it. You think better, solve faster, learn quicker, finish stronger. Every goal requires energy. Every dream needs strength. If you want your hours to work for you, give those hours the best version of you. Protect your energy every day and watch productivity reach levels you never believed possible. Chapter 6. Kill screen time before it kills your future. Your phone is designed to make you addicted, not a little addicted. Completely, hopelessly, uncontrollably addicted. Every color, every notification, every swipe, engineered by people smarter than both of us, people whose entire job is keeping your eyes glued to that screen. And it's working. You open it for just a second, and suddenly 30 minutes evaporate. Time you'll never get back. Goals you'll never reach. A future you'll never build. Limiting screen time isn't about avoiding technology. It's about not letting technology steal your life. Think about how you feel after scrolling for an hour. Eyes tired, mind foggy, a hollow feeling in your chest. You know you wasted time. You know you could have used those minutes to improve your day, work on your goals, learn something valuable, connect with real people. Instead, the screen took those hours and gave you nothing in return. That regret you feel, that's your potential screaming at you. Screens can be useful when used with purpose. You can learn, grow, discover, communicate. The problem starts when you use them without intention. They become a trap disguised as entertainment. Short bursts of pleasure that leave you with no progress. Your attention is a product being sold. Companies want you to stay longer so they can show you more ads, collect more data, make more money. Every swipe is engineered to keep you hooked. Your brain craves stimulation. Screens deliver it perfectly. Bright colors, fast movement, constant updates, endless information. The more you watch, the harder it becomes to stop. Soon you reach for your phone without thinking, even when you're already busy. This habit slowly destroys your ability to focus. Your dreams disappear in a sea of noise if you don't protect your attention. Limiting screen time lets you feel present again. You notice the world. You hear your own thoughts. You experience real conversations with full attention. You enjoy silence because silence gives your mind space to grow. You feel alive instead of numbed. When you reduce screen time, creativity rises. Imagination wakes up. Your mind finally has room to think beyond the surface. Your future depends on what you do with your hours. If you spend more time watching other people live their lives instead of building your own, progress dies. It's easy to admire others online, easy to compare and feel behind. But comparison only hurts when you neglect your own journey. When you use screens less, you have more time to build self-worth. You create instead of consume. You value your own story. Notice how fast time vanishes while scrolling. A few minutes feel like nothing, but they stack up. 1 hour daily becomes 7 hours weekly, 30 hours monthly, hundreds of hours yearly. Hours that could have changed your life. Those wasted hours could be the difference between staying stuck and finally breaking free. The hours you give away are the hours you needed to achieve what you want. Screens also destroy sleep. When your mind fills with rapid information and bright light at night, your brain can't rest. You lie awake. The next morning, you're exhausted. Energy is low. Focus is weak. You fall behind. One bad night leads to another. Suddenly, you're trapped in a cycle of fatigue and frustration. Reducing screen time before bed protects sleep, which increases productivity the next day. Better sleep means better decisions. Better decisions create better results. You don't need to eliminate screens. You need to control them. Create boundaries. Put the phone away during meals. Turn off notifications that interrupt focus. Keep devices out of the bedroom so your mind can rest. Decide specific times when screen use is allowed. By setting rules, you stay in control instead of letting the screen control you. Every boundary you create protects your life. When you need screens for work, protect your attention from distraction. Close tabs that don't help. Mute everything unnecessary. Focus can be trained. You have more control than you think. As you reduce screen time, changes happen fast. More energy during the day. More patience. Better listening. Clearer thinking. Time to build habits that improve your life. Confidence grows because you're not giving hours to something that doesn't support your future. Limiting screens reconnects you with real experiences. Stepping outside, hearing laughter, feeling fresh air, enjoying hobbies, touching nature, focusing on physical surroundings. These real moments bring peace and happiness that a screen can't replace. Your dreams need your time. Your goals need your attention. Your life needs your presence. Screens can steal all of that if you let them. Every minute given to distraction takes a minute from success. Value your hours enough to protect them. You deserve a life filled with growth. You deserve to feel proud of how you spend your day. You deserve to use your brain for progress, not pointless scrolling. Limiting screen time is one of the smartest choices you can make. It shows you respect your time. It proves you care about your future. Take back your hours one day at a time. Put the phone down when you feel the urge to escape. Turn off the screen when distraction begins. Remind yourself of the life you want to build. Protect your attention like the treasure it is. Your time is your power. Your screen shouldn't own it. Chapter 7. Build walls around your time. Your time is under attack every single day. Not by enemies, by people who think their priorities should be your priorities. By interruptions disguised as favors. By demands that steal your hours and give you nothing in return. If you don't protect your time, everyone else will take it. And at the end of the day, you'll have nothing left for yourself. Your time is the most valuable thing you own. It shapes your future, builds your success, protects your peace. Once a moment passes, it's gone forever. You'll never get it back. That's why you must be ruthless about who gets access. Not everyone deserves your attention. Not everyone should be part of your daily life. Some people lift you higher. Others drag you down. Some push you forward. Others hold you back. Protecting your time means choosing wisely who enters your world. There are people who respect your goals. They understand you're working towards something meaningful. They encourage you. Celebrate progress. Want to see you win. Time with them strengthens your mindset and gives you energy. These people deserve access. They bring value. They remind you why your goals matter. Then there are those who see your time as something they can take whenever they want. They interrupt focus with requests that don't support your growth. Conversations lead nowhere. Behavior creates stress. They don't respect boundaries. Time with them leaves you drained and frustrated. These relationships are dangerous to progress. If you give them too much access, they'll steal hours you need for your future. Your job? Decide the difference. Look at your relationships honestly. How do you feel after spending time with someone? Better? Stronger? More focused? Or tired? Annoyed, behind on goals? Your feelings reveal the truth. Pay attention. Protecting time doesn't mean pushing everyone away. It means knowing when to say yes and when to say no. It means controlling your schedule instead of letting others control it. It means building boundaries that protect the hours you need for dreams. You're not responsible for making everyone happy. You're responsible for giving your best self a chance to grow. When someone asks for your time, think before answering. Does this help your life move forward? Does this support your health, goals, progress? If the answer is no, say no. Saying no doesn't make you rude. It makes you focused. Every yes takes time away from something else. If you say yes to the wrong things too often, you leave no room for what matters most. People will always want your attention. They want help. They want to complain. They want company because they don't want to face their own responsibilities. Their habits become your distractions if you let them. You don't have to take on their problems. You don't have to fix what they refuse to fix. Protecting time sometimes means distancing yourself from people who refuse to grow. You can't let their lack of direction block your progress. Your time is also affected by demands from work, school, social situations. Not every invitation needs acceptance. Not every request needs immediate focus. You can choose timing that works for you. You can set limits. Give your presence when you have energy, not when you feel forced. Sometimes the biggest threat isn't other people. It's the version of yourself that wants to please everyone. You feel guilty saying no. You worry others won't understand your priorities. But remember, people who truly care about your growth will respect your boundaries. They won't make you feel bad for taking goals seriously. They'll support your commitment to a better life. Protect your time from conversations that waste energy. Some go in circles. Some focus on complaints without solutions. Some revolve around gossip that adds nothing positive. Each one drains your day and weakens your mind. You can't allow negativity to occupy space where progress should live. Step away from toxic talk. Choose conversations that help you think better, feel better, grow stronger. The more you value your time, the more valuable you become. People respect you. They notice focus and discipline. They see your goals aren't optional, they're priorities. You become someone who leads their life instead of letting others lead it. Protecting time also teaches discipline. You learn to stand up for your future. You learn to guard your hours like something precious. You take responsibility for how your day is spent. When you take charge of your time, you take charge of your life. Look at your schedule and connections. Who gets most of your time? Who deserves less? Who deserves more? Make adjustments without fear. Your life improves every time you protect hours from unnecessary demands. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but the reward is freedom. More energy for people who truly matter. Progress on goals you once thought were out of reach. There will be moments when someone asks for time you don't have. You may need to say not right now. You may need to protect a quiet hour for work, learning, rest. That hour could change your day. That hour could bring a breakthrough. Don't give away your power for the approval of others. You deserve control over your time. You deserve to use hours for what matters most. You deserve to surround yourself with people who help you grow. Protect your time by deciding who gets access. When you protect your time, you protect your future. And when you protect your future, you build a life that reflects your true strength and purpose. Chapter 8. Review your day and evolve daily. Every day, you make choices about how to spend your hours. Some help you grow. Some waste your strength and delay progress. If you want to master time, you must understand how you use it. At the end of each day, you need a moment of brutal honesty with yourself. Not judgment, not excuses. Truth. That truth gives you control over tomorrow. Reviewing how you spend your hours helps you discover what's working and what needs to change. Without reflection, you repeat the same mistakes endlessly. With reflection, you turn each day into a lesson. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. Many people stay busy from morning to night, yet feel like they achieved nothing. They do a lot but finish little. They move fast but go nowhere important. Reviewing your day shows you if hours were used on priorities or distractions, if energy was spent on progress or avoidance. When you look at your day clearly, you learn how to guide tomorrow in a better direction. Take a few minutes each evening. Ask yourself, what gave me progress today? Was it a task completed, a skill practiced, a step toward a meaningful goal? These wins matter. Notice and appreciate them. By acknowledging successes, confidence grows. You see that actions are shaping the future you want. Celebrating small achievements makes bigger goals feel possible. Next, identify what took time without giving anything back. Maybe you got lost in entertainment. Maybe you allowed distractions to control attention. Maybe you worked on low-value tasks while avoiding what truly mattered. Notice these choices, not to punish yourself, but to learn. Improvement begins with awareness. When you see patterns clearly, you can break them. You take full responsibility for hours that slipped away and make new rules to protect the hours ahead. Some hours are lost not from laziness, but from poor planning. You jump into the day without clear direction. You try doing too many things at once. You get interrupted because you didn't set boundaries. Each mistake wastes minutes. Reflection helps you spot them sooner. Then you create better habits that make your days smoother and stronger. Planning tomorrow becomes easier when you understand what slowed you down today. Reviewing your hours also reveals your personal rhythm. Everyone has times when their mind works better. Maybe focus is strongest in the morning. Maybe creativity peaks in the afternoon. Maybe you need breaks at specific moments to stay energized. By observing how energy changes throughout the day, you can match tasks to strength. Give important work the hours where you perform best. This simple adjustment can double productivity. Be honest about how much time you spend thinking instead of acting. Overthinking steals hours without creating progress. Reviewing reveals these hidden time traps. When you notice them, you can create habits that push you into action sooner. Action creates clarity. Reflection helps you act smarter next time. These two behaviors working together make life better each day. Some choices appear harmless at first. A small delay, a short distraction, but repeated daily, they build a life of regrets. Reviewing hours lets you notice small habits before they become big problems. It allows you to replace them with choices that help instead of hurt. You become more intentional. You stop letting the day control you. You start controlling the day. There's great power in asking a simple question. Did I move closer to the person I want to become? If yes, appreciate the progress. If no, decide what you'll change tomorrow. Every day gives you a chance to adjust. You don't need to wait for a new week or month. Change can happen daily. Improvement can be consistent when you pay attention. Keep track of patterns. Write down choices. You'll begin to see what activities lift you up and what pulls you down. You'll learn what environments help focus and which create distraction. You'll discover which people support goals and which interrupt growth. This information gives you power. You can shape your life with intention instead of guessing what works. Reviewing your hours also teaches patience. When you reflect, you understand that progress doesn't always show big results immediately. Some days feel slower, some feel tough. But when you look at the week or month, you see improvement stacking up. You see that discipline creates change, even when the change feels small in the moment. Patience grows stronger when you can see long-term progress. Don't be afraid to admit poor choices. Everyone makes them. The people who grow are those who learn from them. Regret changes nothing unless it leads to better decisions. Be kind to yourself, but not blind. Strong review requires honesty. When you know exactly where you lost time, you take back control tomorrow. You stop repeating behaviors that keep you stuck. Reflecting on time also builds self-respect. You prove to yourself that your life matters enough to study and improve. You show you value your future more than temporary comfort. You take responsibility for success instead of leaving it to chance. This mindset creates a stronger version of you, one that knows every day is a step forward, not just another day gone. As you review hours regularly, decision-making becomes faster and sharper. You no longer waste time guessing what to do. You already know what works. You already know which actions push you toward growth. You start every day with clear strategy instead of hoping things go well. This clarity gives confidence. Confidence gives momentum. Momentum leads to results you once only hoped for. Your life is built one day at a time. Each day is built 1 hour at a time. Reflecting on those hours allows you to design your future instead of drifting into it. Look closely. Learn daily. Adjust quickly. Improvement doesn't need to wait. You can be better tomorrow because you review today. When you review hours spent and improve your choices, you transform every day into an opportunity to rise. Chapter 9. Turn dead time into growth time. Every day, you have small pockets of time that most people throw away. Waiting in line, sitting in traffic, taking a break between tasks, finishing something early. These moments slip by unnoticed. Most people fill them with empty habits, scrolling without thinking, staring at screens to escape boredom, letting minutes vanish quietly. But those minutes are a hidden goldmine. They can reshape your future if you choose to use them wisely. When you turn free moments into learning and growth, you turn every day into a compound investment in yourself. Learning doesn't require a big event. It can be simple and still powerful. A short article teaches you something new. A quick audio lesson gives you an idea that changes your thinking. A few minutes reviewing goals reminds you what truly matters. Growth happens through small choices repeated again and again. Those choices slowly build a stronger version of you. Growth doesn't need a large block of time. It only needs intention. Imagine how different your life would be if every short break helped you build a new skill. If every free moment strengthened your mind instead of distracting it. Those minutes add up. They become hours of improvement that most people leave unused. You don't need more time. You need better use of the time already in your hands. Every day has opportunities to learn if you decide to look for them. Use small moments to absorb new ideas. Read a few pages of a book that helps you think better. Listen to a podcast that teaches success habits. Watch an educational video that supports your goals. Write down reflections that help you understand yourself more clearly. Every learning choice gives you a new piece of power you can carry into the future. You start thinking on a higher level. You become more confident in conversations. You gain the ability to solve problems faster. You grow without needing extra hours. Growth isn't only mental. It can be physical too. A few minutes of stretching refreshes your body. A short walk calms your mind. Practicing posture builds discipline. When your body feels awake, your mind works better. Small physical actions lead to better health and stronger energy. These actions use the same free moments that would otherwise be wasted. You upgrade your life by choosing progress in small doses. Another way to grow in free moments is practicing gratitude. When you pause and think about what you appreciate, you improve emotional strength. Gratitude reduces stress and builds a positive mindset. A positive mind makes learning easier. It helps you stay focused and calm during challenges. Free moments give you space to breathe, reflect, and reset your attitude so you can return to work with better focus. Free moments are also perfect for reviewing plans. Look at your goals. Check progress. Think about what needs improvement. These small reflections keep your future clear in your mind. When you know where you're going, every decision becomes easier. Your daily actions start matching your ambitions. You waste less time guessing what to do next. Free moments help you stay on track without needing long planning sessions. Growth can also come from creativity. When you let thoughts explore solutions, ideas, or dreams, you awaken new potential. Write down an inspiring thought. Sketch a design. Brainstorm new ways to reach a goal. Creativity doesn't always demand long hours. It only needs attention. If you give it attention in your free moments, you stay innovative and excited about your life. Notice how learning and growth builds self-respect. You begin to feel proud of how you spend time. You look at yourself and see progress. You see someone who values their future. This pride becomes motivation. The more you grow, the more you want to keep growing. Small habits turn into strong identity over time. You create a life where improvement is normal, not rare. Some people believe learning must be formal and serious, but learning can be simple. You can observe people who succeed and notice what they do differently. You can pay attention to conversations that teach something useful. You can ask one smart question that opens your mind. If you remain curious, you grow faster than those who only learn when forced. Curiosity turns free time into a tool for wisdom. There will be moments when the easy option looks tempting. Boredom will tell you to escape into distraction. But boredom is a signal that you have time available. It's not a threat, it's an invitation. When that signal appears, choose something that supports your future instead of something that steals attention. Your mind becomes stronger every time you choose growth over escape. Be patient with the process. Free moments may feel too small to matter, but small progress every day becomes massive progress in a year. You'll look back and be shocked by how much you've learned, all because you chose to use the time others waste. Every small improvement pushes you one step closer to the life you want. This habit also protects you from feeling stuck. When you know that even short breaks help your growth, you never feel like time is being lost. You turn waiting time into winning time. You remove boredom from your life. You remove regret because you know you're doing something meaningful with time you once ignored. Your future success doesn't depend only on big actions. It depends on the consistency of small choices. When you choose progress in free moments, your day becomes filled with opportunities to advance. You feel more control over your life because you don't let hours slip away unnoticed. You feel more alive because growth gives your life meaning. Look around. Quiet moments are everywhere. You can fill them with distraction and lose them forever. Or you can fill them with learning and grow into someone stronger. You deserve to use every moment in a way that benefits you. Your mind deserves new knowledge. Your life deserves constant improvement. Turn free moments into progress, and your growth will never stop. Through these small actions, you build a future you're excited to live in. Chapter 10. Act now, because tomorrow is a lie. Every hour of your life holds the chance to grow, change, or improve. Once that hour passes, you cannot get it back. No matter how much you wish for it, time doesn't pause for regret or hesitation. It keeps moving, taking your future with it. Acting now means choosing progress instead of delay. Choosing courage instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Many people sit with dreams inside them, goals they think about, plans they whisper to themselves at night. But thinking alone changes nothing. Action is what turns ideas into results. Action is what makes a life impressive instead of average. Every person has a voice inside that says, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'll do it when I feel ready." But those thoughts steal opportunities quietly. Tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year. And suddenly a person realizes they stayed the same because they kept postponing the steps they needed to take. Wasted hours disappear silently, but regret stays loud. When you act now, you break this cycle. You show yourself you're done waiting for life to hand you success. You take responsibility for your future because nobody else can live it for you. There's power in starting even when conditions aren't perfect. The perfect time may never arrive. If you wait for everything to feel comfortable, you'll wait forever. Action doesn't require perfection. It requires willingness. The moment you take one step, you feel momentum. That single step creates confidence. That confidence becomes energy. Energy creates progress, and before you know it, you're moving toward goals when others are still thinking about theirs. Progress favors those who act, not those who hesitate. Acting now also removes fear. When you overthink, you feed fear. When you take action, you weaken fear. Fear loses power when you face it head on. Most worries exist only in the mind and fade once you begin. Starting gives clarity, while waiting gives confusion. The longer you delay, the heavier the task becomes in your mind. But when you start, you realize it's possible. You discover strength you didn't know you had. Action reveals ability. Action trains courage. Action builds character. Every hour wasted creates a gap between who you are and who you want to become. That gap doesn't close automatically. It closes only when you move. Think about the dreams you hold. They deserve to be seen, not buried. They deserve effort, not avoidance. When you take action, you honor your potential. You respect your future. You tell yourself that your life matters too much to waste. Action shows self-respect. It shows you take yourself seriously. Sometimes people wait for motivation, hoping it will push them forward. But motivation is unpredictable. Some days it shows up, some days it doesn't. Relying on motivation keeps you stuck. Action creates motivation. When you act first, motivation follows. Taking even a small step makes you feel proud, and that pride encourages you to continue. The best time to act is when you feel uncertain, because that's when you grow the most. Acting now teaches discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. That habit builds a strong future. A future where your results are greater than your excuses. Excuses come easily because they protect comfort. But comfort doesn't create success. Growth does. Growth happens when you move outside what's easy and take the step anyway. Every time you choose action over delay, you become more disciplined, more confident, more powerful. Remember, time is not endless. None of us know how many hours we have. Life gives opportunities, but it doesn't guarantee second chances. You may have an idea today that could change everything for you, but if you ignore it, someone else may build it. You may want to learn a skill that opens doors, but if you wait too long, that door may close. Opportunity respects action. It doesn't wait around for hesitation. Every moment could be the moment where your life begins to transform. Acting now also means trusting yourself. You don't need every answer in the beginning. You learn by moving. You improve with experience. Confidence grows from trying, not from knowing everything first. It's better to start with uncertainty than to remain stuck with regret. You deserve to surprise yourself with what you can achieve. Those surprises come only when you dare to go forward before feeling fully prepared. There will always be reasons to delay. There will always be distractions attempting to steal your attention. There will always be a more comfortable choice waiting for you to pick it. But comfort today can create disappointment tomorrow. You'll never look back wishing you wasted more time. You'll look back wishing you used more of it wisely, wishing you started sooner, wishing you acted when the opportunity was right in front of you. Every time you choose to act now, you shrink the distance between thought and result. You become someone who finishes, someone who grows, someone who doesn't allow fear to lead, someone whose hours reflect ambition instead of avoidance. The best version of you is waiting on the other side of action. That version cannot appear while you sit and wait. It appears when you move forward, even a little at a time. Think about a goal you've wanted to reach. Picture how it would feel to achieve it. That outcome is created by the hours you choose to use today. The next move may be small, but it can change everything. One message sent, one lesson learned, one task completed, one decision made. Every step counts because every step carries you forward. Action builds a path 1 hour at a time. Act now means start with what you have, not with what you hope to have later. Use the strength you currently hold. Use the knowledge you have today. Progress improves those skills. Waiting doesn't. If you keep waiting to feel stronger, you may never begin. Taking action makes you stronger. Don't underestimate what you're capable of when you simply decide to begin. Right now, you have a chance to move closer to the life you want. Don't let another hour pass without progress. Don't leave your dream waiting for a day that may never come. Don't let fear, doubt, or laziness steal more of your time. Take the first step now. The future will thank you for it, because wasted hours never return. But the hours used well create a life you can be proud of every single day. Final words. Your 24 hours, your masterpiece. You've heard the truth. Now comes the part that matters most. What you do with it. Every concept in this audiobook is useless unless you apply it. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. And you didn't come here to be entertained. You came here to transform. Your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now, in this very moment, you're either building the future you want or destroying it. There is no middle ground. The clock doesn't stop for anyone. It doesn't care about your plans, your excuses, your fears. It keeps ticking. The question is, what are you building with each tick? You now know how to own every hour, how to prioritize what matters, how to finish what you start, how to use your mornings like weapons, how to protect your energy, how to kill screen addiction, how to guard your time from thieves, how to review and improve daily, how to turn dead time into growth, how to act now instead of waiting for someday. You have the blueprint. Now build. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for permission. The life you want doesn't require approval from anyone. It requires action from you. Every genius you admire started exactly where you are right now, with 24 hours and a choice. They chose to use those hours differently than everyone else. They chose discipline over comfort, progress over distraction, action over delay. You can make the same choice. Today, right now, this moment, your potential is calling. It's been calling for years. Stop ignoring it. Stop betraying it with wasted hours and broken promises. Your potential deserves better. You deserve better. This is your moment. Not tomorrow's moment. Not someday's moment. This one, right here, right now. What you do in the next 24 hours will reveal who you truly are. Not who you say you are. Not who you hope to become. Who you actually are in this moment with this choice in front of you. Will you go back to old habits? Will you let this become just another audiobook you listened to and forgot? Or will you rise? Will you take 1 hour, just one, and prove to yourself that you can control it, that you can own it, that you can make it count? The world is full of people who listen and forget. Be someone who listens and transforms. Your 24 hours are your masterpiece. Paint them with purpose. Fill them with meaning. Make them so powerful that when your head hits the pillow tonight, you feel pride instead of regret. You have everything you need. You always did. What you lacked wasn't information, it was decision. The decision to stop being a passenger and become the driver. Make that decision now, not after this audiobook ends. Right now, in your mind, commit. Commit to owning your next 24 hours like your life depends on it, because it does. Your future self is watching. Years from now, you'll look back at this moment. You'll either thank yourself for starting or regret that you didn't. Which one will it be? The clock is ticking. Your hours are disappearing. Your life is happening. Master your 24 hours like a genius and become the person you were always meant to be. Now go. Your future is waiting. Thank you for listening, Audiobook USA.